Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of NFL Week 9 DFS Bets. I'm your host, Matt Gannon of Fanshare Sports. And tonight we have this very special episode. A good friend, NFL DFS Sharp, the inventor of Cam Smith at the Open, potential banger on Pacific this weekend. Parents are in Florida. My best friend, Brian Kirschner. Welcome on to the show,
Dude,
bud.
what's up, man? That intro was killer. I'm really proud of for you to put that together. That was really good.
Took me a while.
Great way to start the pod. And being in the NFL DFS streets for as long as I have been, like, you've seen a lot, you know a lot, and then I just love talking about it because I spent so much of my day in the NFL DFS streets, and I have been for the past 5 years. That it's just great to get in now.
Yeah, I mean, you're one of the noted sharps in the community.
Yeah.
There's buzz every week in, week out, and now you're on the show finally. So I'm glad to have you here. How has your NFL season gone from a betting DFS, just as a whole? How's your NFL season gone personally?
It's been fine. It's been good. I'm on some new apps where they track each sports. Like, I'm up on NFL on the year. We could pull it up for the haters if anyone wants to see it. Betting, it's been good. It's really nice. We've talked about this, to have a little bankroll in Draftkings, throw whatever you want on the games. Like, we have some money. So having that, I'm betting a lot more NFL games because it's fun to do. And then NFL DFS, it's amazing. I love it. I've been investing a lot into that, even more than like PGA these past couple weeks. But it's really fun. It's a little bit more straightforward. And it gives you invested interest in every game. So I would rather invest $400 or $500 in NFL DFS than bet $500 on the NFL, because I feel like I get more use out of it on DFS, and I feel as though I have a better chance to make a decent amount of money versus betting 5 spreads.
Because with DFS, because with betting there's no upside, but with DFS there's hashtag upside. So it's very self-explanatory. But you are the inventor of betting every primetime game, so I guess we'll jump into that. Tonight we have one of those things. Eagles head to Texans, 13.5 point favorites. I've seen 14. What is your overall thoughts here? We'll talk about the game first, then we'll get into some sneaky plays. So what do you think here?
I guess recency bias. I really struggle with big spreads in primetime games. I always feel as though they are closer and the dog is in it more. We just saw that with the Sunday night game with the Bills and the Steelers. The Bills are a far superior team and just kind of let up in the second half. Packers backdoor cover. It was a big number. It's a big number again. I would take Houston plus 14 tonight. I totally agree. Some trends out there that, big dogs in prime time, cover. So I'm probably going to take them. So that is my take on the
game. I personally think Houston is the side here as well. I haven't gotten there, but my pal over at jerseywaybetting.com, Jersey T, teases every primetime game. He's on Houston up through 20. I think that's very safe teaser leg if you want to go that way. I'll pull up the slate here for DraftKings. Did anyone catch your eye? What are we going to say? We don't like the Eagles targets? They make sense for sure, but this is a standalone game, some showdown options because you're going to play showdown in this game. Who's going to be the captain? Who's going to be the nuts play? We're not going to get like that Colts performance we saw a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
we have 17K on the table. Who's the nuts tonight? Who is?
Well, it's really tough because on a slate like this, it's going to be like 90% 5-1 Eagles. Like, everyone is just going to either captain Hurts or AJ Brown or Sanders, and then they're just going to find one Houston player that it's even hard to find one and put them in. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of unique lineups tonight, given the fact that the Eagles, everyone's going to play all the Eagles players. Showdown tonight, I would probably captain Miles Sanders, and then play definitely one or two of Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. I would probably play Jalen if I could only play one. And then what Houston player do you think you would like to play? Who would be your one Houston guy?
Well, I think it's Nico Collins, to be honest.
Okay.
Never mind. He's out now. Never mind. because I said earlier in the week that he was the nuts. Then I was like, nah, he's out. And Cooks is out now too. So therefore, it's going to be their top 2 targets are out.
So basically, Houston has absolutely nothing tonight.
Nothing.
Sick. No, that's dope. That's super sick. They have absolutely nothing to do tonight.
Yeah, and I tweeted on Monday morning or Tuesday morning for the waiver wire. I was like, everyone go pick up Nico Collins, and then as soon as he's out. So
what happened? Why is he out?
Let's click the little button and see what his little outlook is. Nico Collins, groin, and now Cook is out too for personal reasons. But it says questionable, but he's not going to play. So, okay, I think what you're going to do is you're going to have to go 5-1 Eagles. But if there's that chance the Eagles put up a stinker and let's just have like their worst game of the season, you captain fucking Houston defense, you're winning all the money.
You're winning 100%. Always got to throw, Eagles kicker in there, Eagles D in there. I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build something right now.
For that game?
I think Eagles D is like expensive. Like they're $7K. Like you cannot get a more expensive defense on a showdown slate than $7K for the Eagles. So it's kind of hard to put that in.
Yeah, they're the highest.
I would just rather play the kicker, I think.
I agree. All right, this is a showdown. This is a primetime game, so it's going to be a little longer talk about that one. We're going to move on to a game. Your favorite team, the Bills, head to Jersey to play the Jets. Another big spread. What are we thinking here?
I feel like the Jets have absolutely zero offense.
Really?
Zero offense, but I feel like their defense is okay. It's all right. Yeah. Like I see them I don't think that the Bills are going to put up 30 plus on the Jets, but I don't particularly see how the Jets will score in this game. But it's a large spread. I think the Bills are, pretty profitable covering large spreads and beating up on bad teams. But yeah, I mean, the Bills are definitely going to win the game, but maybe like Sauce Gardner can lock up Diggs and maybe it'll be close.
I was going to say that this is going to be an interesting game to see because if Sauce has his game, just not even his game, just a game where Diggs doesn't do much, he kind of locks up Defensive Player of the Year, barring anything crazy.
Yes.
So 100%. I think I have money on that. So I am heavily invested in Sauce to win the the Defensive Rookie of the Year. But what I'm saying is Diggs has double the targets of any other Bills weapon.
Yeah.
Whether that's receiver, running back, double the targets. And that's in the red zone. And that's in not the red zone, just completely double. So everyone's going to go to Josh Allen plus Stephon Diggs, which makes so much sense. There's no reason they shouldn't. But in those chances, Sauce has his game. You're going to want to go to Gabe Davis. You're going to want to go to Knox. I don't know how much you want to touch a running back because they just got Hines. I don't know what that situation is going to be yet. But I think Davis or Knox is a legit play this week.
No, 100%. I agree. And I think that when I first kind of built the slate, in my opinion, it's very easy to stack this game and play Allen and Diggs. And, you'll be, and even Isaiah McKenzie or Gabe Davis in there and play Conklin, on a bring back or something. You can play that and you could actually play some decent running backs here. But yeah, I mean, are we overrating Sauce Gardner? I think he'll play well.
We're not.
I also do think that the Bills are going to be I don't think you can really go wrong stacking the Bills this week. They will put up points. They're going to score touchdowns through the air between Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. So I think it makes total sense.
Sauce Gardner is legit, but Stephon Diggs has, when he's faced Jalen Ramsey, when he's faced legit defensive backs, he's done amazing against them. So I'm not saying that Sauce Gardner is going to lock him down. I'm saying that I think this is just a big swing game to predict what happens with both of these teams in the future for awards and stuff like that. We'll move on. Dolphins head to Chicago, 5-point favorites. Second straight week, the Dolphins are a little less than a touchdown favorite. They got away with it in Detroit last week. I don't really think the Bears are much of a spread, but I hate laying 3 to 5 point road favorites.
100%. I'm seeing the game. I'm seeing the board. Gut instinct. I like the over in this game.
Okay.
I really like the over in this game. I think that we've seen clearly what Tua and, that receiving core can do in games. They've been a very popular stack. They've done amazing. Tyreek Hill setting all these records. And then I think the Bears offense have been kind of getting going a little bit with Fields really heating up for the year and starting to play a little bit better, but I'm not really sold on their defense yet. So I think about this game. I think about a lot of touchdowns from Miami. And then I think if the Bears are legit, not legit in being like a 500, team,
Right.
maybe a little bit better, then I think they can put up points too. So 45, I like the over in this game.
No, I actually like what you're saying by that. But the thing is with Bears, like as like a mental thing, you think the Bears of the last decade, they're a defensive team. But what we've seen recently this year, they've given up a lot of points, but they've also scored in some games. So I don't think this game will be too popular opposed to some other games on the slate. So like looking at the slate, I think this is a really good game to target and I mean, you're getting with Tyreek Hill, play him at 8-5. And then from the Bears side of things, let me just tag on just the Bears. Who do you want? I think Herbert is the guy. I really do.
No, and he's cheap enough at 5.8. I don't think that's a bad price. But something I will say, from my very long tenure in the NFL DFS streets, is that after a stack is like the nuts play the week prior and they win the millie, like last week it obviously was with the Dolphins, like people don't always like to go back to that because I don't think it can happen again. But it literally just happened with the Bengals, 2 weeks in a row, Burrow, and then they were like the best play. So I honestly was kind of going in but I really do like going right back to this stack this week. I like the over. The Bears do not have an amazing receiver to bring back, but I could see going back to Miami this week.
All right, we'll move on to Minnesota heads to Washington to play the Commanders. Another spread I don't like, but definitely lean in favor of the Vikings, who are they good? I think they're good. I have a 2.5 to 1 future on them to win the NFC North. It's looking good right now, and I thought they'd be good, and they're doing what I'm expecting. So, you think they keep it going against Heineke and the Commanders?
I'm with you. I think the Vikings are a good team. I think they could finish, the year 10-6, 10-7, or 10-7.
No, they'll be better than that.
Yeah,
they already have 7 wins.
Yeah, no, I no, they'll be a good team. I don't see them making a deep playoff run at all. I think they could have an early exit. What have the Commanders really been up to lately? Have they been, playing that? I think the Vikings are a good team. I think they can cover this number.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be close, and it's just like a kind of a sneaky line. You don't expect this to be a field goal between these.
It's a little low.
So yeah, but I don't really have any strong takes on it. Besides, I think the Vikings are better than people think. Draftkings wise, same. I don't really have any strong takes. You want to play Justin Jefferson? Go ahead. But do you have anything here? Because I really don't.
Yeah, no, not too much of an opinion on this game.
All right, we will move on to my Panthers head to Cincinnati. Personally, this is one of 2 bets I've made this week. I laid the 7. I got it at 7. Bengals -7. A bit scary, but I think we got our week out without Jamar Chase. Obviously,
is he playing?
No.
Not okay.
I'm saying the Bengals offense got their kinks out without Jamar Chase. The Browns have owned Burrow in his career. He's 0-4 against them. So now they head back home, play the Panthers, who legit have a good defense. And I'm a non-biased fan. We are a very bad team, but we have a good defense. And I don't think the Panthers will keep up all those frisky points with PJ Walker and DJ Moore. The connection was there. That was awesome to see, but I don't see it happening. I mean, the Bengals defense by no means is good, but I think this game will be close at first, but they'll cover the 7 in the end. So I'm laying the 7 with the Bengals, and I love Joe Mixon and I love T. Higgins. Keep going now, Brian.
See, this is an interesting game for me because, when you just think about betting and the general public and just, the flow of the NFL week, the Bengals are off a really bad primetime loss. And now they're laying more than a touchdown against an average team that's kind of played better since McCaffrey left. So initially, jump off a primetime loss, the Panthers, you're oh, you're getting 7 points with the Panthers, the Bengals suck, they played horrible last week, they don't have Jamar Chase. I think that is the gut instinct here. if you want to like go against that and you want to say the line's telling you something and it's a Vegas game and the Bengals are going to bounce back, it's buy low spot, then fine, take that. But my initial like square, like just looking at it, would be to play the Panthers. But
all right, so
that's my take on
there.
it.
A lot of people are going to go to Tyler Boyd this week. Is coming off of a good performance last week. And with Jamar Chase being out, he got 30% more targets than any of the other Bengals receivers. So that's going to have to get spread out somewhere. Before that, it was pretty even between Boyd, Mixon, and Higgins. I think the Higgins game is coming soon. I think it'll end pretty evenly with targets by the end of the season. But we saw Boyd have a performance last week. I think Mixon and Higgins are due this week, if not this week, very soon for an absolute like nuts performance. Because we saw Higgins 2 years ago before Jamar Chase was on the team. He was Jamar Chase. He was that guy. So I love him this week. I love Mixon this week.
Great plays. I like it. You know, do we think Foreman can do it again, though? I think is the ultimate question of the week, because he's pretty cheap on DraftKings. He's pretty easy to put in. He just keeps putting up great numbers since McCaffrey left. Like, do you think he can do it again this week?
I mean, Deontay Foreman is a very good running back. Loved him at Texas. Didn't think he'd be what he is now, but I think he is a legit candidate. But I don't know. He was getting a lot of dump offs and getting a lot of which PJ Walker wasn't really doing with McCaffrey. I don't know how that really will trend. I think he likes that DJ Moore target. So if you want to chase it back with DJ Moore, I'd rather take that than Foreman. But I know it's a different price. So next question, BK, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking High Noon, obviously. Come on. We're drinking some High Noons. We didn't like drink until tonight. We didn't drink on Tuesday, which normally. But yeah, hit the gym after work and then picked up some High Noons for the weekend. But like parents are away, OC, like everyone's coming over. Like we're having a great weekend.
Where are they heading in Florida?
They're like legitimately, like not a joke, like a drive away from PGA Nationals, like in West Palm. Like
I'm going to West Palm tomorrow.
Dude, like literally hit them up. Yeah, they'll be in West Palm. My aunt has a really nice house in Ballin Isles. It's like right across the street from the PGA headquarters.
Like no joke, I'm going to West Palm Beach tomorrow at 2:00 is my flight. So maybe I'll catch them.
No, yeah. I mean, they'll be like probably doing the same thing you're doing. So you guys should. But like honestly, I have a free awesome place to stay for the Honda if I choose to go down.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be moving there next month, so I hope to see you down there.
Dude, could be a movie.
Could be a movie. All right. Packers head to the Lions NFC North game. You see this line preseason, you're hammering the Packers. At this point now, I don't know if you're hammering the Packers. Thoughts here?
Packers suck. Everyone's waiting for them to turn it around. Take the Lions. Like that's my take on the game.
100% agree. Am I going to bet the Lions? Probably not, but I agree with you. I would lean the Lions, and like if I had to bet every game, I would pick the Lions.
Like just from what I see in the NFL, like I feel like everyone, like even last week, like prime example of it, like everyone's waiting for like Rodgers and Brady to turn it around, and like they might just not. Like also like how everyone and like also like how everyone is waiting for like the Jets and the Giants to like fall back to earth, which they both did last week. Like maybe they are just good. So yeah, I would take the Lions here.
So Aaron Rodgers at 5'9", bad play. Bad play.
Sure. Yeah, that's my take on this game. I'm glad. I would be totally fine being wrong. But yeah, that's my take.
I like the under in this game, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Little total play. Lions are kind of an over team though, low key though.
Especially at home too.
They lose
Hawkinson. The dome. They lose Hawkinson. Amon-Ra's gonna get all the targets. Jameson Williams is now out. They're gonna be blanketing Robinson. The Packers defense is literally good. That was supposed to carry them early, and it did. But now that's just all around fall off. I think this game stays under 49.5. I think I'm actually going to bet that this week.
Okay, that's a play. But yeah, St. Brown's a smash play, cash game, whatever. He'll get a lot of targets. I think he's a great player.
He will get a lot of targets.
Yeah, I would say like the chalk's been ripping. Like rip St. Brown this week, bro.
Noted chalk guy. All right. Colts head to New England. I just hate how the Patriots keep being favored every single like damn week, and like I never want to lay it. well, not every week, but like recently they've been favored. I mean, rightfully so. But I don't know. This game's weird. Sam Ellinger's quarterback for the Colts. Don't love anything here. I like the under, but like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this game is tough. I think it's really a matter of how good do you think the Patriots are? Like, how impressive was their win over the Jets actually? Was that more of just Zach Wilson just being absolutely horrible? Because I think the Patriots are another team that a lot of people are expecting to just turn it around, and I'm not sure if they're going to, but it's really hard to trust a quarterback in the second NFL start. So that's just probably a pass game for me. I really have no strong opinion. It's tough both ways.
Yeah. So John Taylor has not practiced the last 2 days. If he is out, he's gonna actually no. Where is he? Yeah, Deion Jackson 5'2" is going to be. I think he's gonna be just too popular because everyone's gonna want to go to him. And
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
pretty cheap.
You have as much upside as you do with Matt Ryan under center versus Sam Ellinger. And at 5'2", everyone's going to be like, all right, we're going to go to Deion. But I don't know if it's going to come to fruition, especially at that price. It's like when the 7'2" guy gets chalky in PGA and everyone's on him. It's like Aaron Wise at like a big event.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
so one thing I want to say, and like the difference between NFL DFS and PGA DFS is that someone could be mispriced in PGA DFS, like from a general consensus, but that does not mean that they are going to perform well. That doesn't mean they're going to make any more birdies than their counterpoints. Like, they're not going to get any more opportunities. But in NFL DFS, someone could be clearly mispriced as to actual usage that they will go through to a game. Like Ramondre Stevenson, like a few weeks ago, it's like, yo, this guy's actually going to get like a crazy amount of carries and a lot of touches inside the red zone, and he's like mispriced. So like, just play him. Where in the PGA, the guy could be mispriced, but he could just miss the cut. There's like, it doesn't matter.
You still have to golf your own ball. Whereas like, you know, X player is going to get X amount of targets. Like, you know what you're getting. Yes. 100% agree. This is a game I initially leaned Chargers -3 on the road. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams is out. Keenan Allen, I think, is still out. And now I just got on my phone. Eckler's now questionable. I expect him to play.
What the hell? What is this Eckler news? Like, they're off a bye? Like, how is Eckler out?
I just got, before we came on. No, he's not out. I just got on my phone.
No, I'm saying that he's questionable. I saw that too. Like, how is he even questionable?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know, but maybe because he's just getting too much targets and he's about to break like the single season record for targets in a season by a running back. Let me pull up this game.
I need Feinberg's like take on this ASAP. Like, he was limited in practice.
Get him. Where is this game on here? Just don't see it. Yeah, but I was originally leaning the Chargers, but if that's the case, I don't like any of that at all. Like, the Falcons are just going to win this game. And I have Chargers win totals. I need them to win this game, like a game they're supposed to win.
Yeah. Everyone was high on the Chargers, baby.
Yeah.
And now, like, all this is circulating that, like, does Herbert suck? Like, this is what's happening, But I mean, the win totals are tough, man. Those are tough.
I like Mariota at 5'3" against this Chargers defense.
He's been solid. His baseline has been pretty good. Like, he's been producing in DFS. Like, he's like a cheap play. And if you want to spend up for some wide receivers or some running backs, like, I think it's a good play.
I feel like if you're not going with like Mahomes or Allen, like, why not play a cheap quarterback? That's when I play 3 lineups a week, and the first 3 weeks I played Joe Flacco every single week, and he was awesome for me. So I've been like kind of playing. I haven't been doing well recently with quarterbacks. But
so what type of contest are you playing?
It's probably like the $10 through max type deal.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. Raiders head to Jacksonville. This game is very interesting. Raiders are small favorite on the road. I'm happy that they're a favorite because I don't want to see the Jaguars continue to be favorite for like 3 straight weeks. I like Josh Jacobs a lot this week in DFS.
Okay.
I like him a lot. I think he had that awesome performance. One bad week last week where the whole team was bad, but I think it's proven that the offense needs to go through him. It just can't be all Tay. It's got to get the ball to Jacobs, and the Jaguars are a team who will score and they could easily give it back defensively quick. So I think this game can go over the total. I think this game will be high scoring. I like Jacobs, and I don't mind any other targets on the other side of the ball either. Everyone's going to go to ETN for what it's worth. Everyone will play
ETN. Play him.
I say
like
no.
That's what we're talking about. Like he's still underpriced. He will get a billion workload. Like Eckler, ETN 1000% play him this week. Like I'm playing him.
I say
Like
no.
he's gonna smash.
I think we should like set a fantasy points line and go like over under because I want to take the under. Like
I'll bet you on that. I will bet you on that 1000%. He's the only person that he that rushes on the team.
Can I look at his projection on the ESPN app right now, like for fantasy? See what he's projected?
Sure.
Because I think he goes under this.
In what are they just gonna like start like passing? Like they have like Joe Montana?
No, I think the Raiders will score and it's gonna be
the Raiders are horrible. Like they're not gonna fucking stop him. Okay. It doesn't matter. ETN's a play. I'll bet you on it. It's fine.
Week 9, 17.8 points. You see,
I'll take
that's his projected.
That's pretty high, but I'll take it.
How much money?
50, this is a live side. Whatever you want.
You pick, because you pick.
I'll bet 75. We'll meet in the middle.
All right, we'll go 70. This is our second side wager of the week. $75. Travis Etienne. I think he's a bad
play.
What's
our second? What's our other one?
The Wise versus Dietrich.
They're not winning this week. No. That's not like it's going to be settled this week.
I'm saying the second one we made this week. Okay, next game, biggest bet of the season. Cardinals -2.
I am OG.
Biggest NFL bet of the season. Cardinals -2.
Because you like to play like the Vegas angle and like the public perception angle. Love it. No, that's why you're taking it. Then why are you taking it? I'd love to hear it.
Coming into the season, no one would have expected the Cardinals to get swept by the Seahawks this year. No one would have expected the Seahawks success. I still do think the Seahawks regression is coming, but besides that, with DeAndre Hopkins in the lineup, the team is averaging 34 points per game. With him out of the lineup, they're averaging 19 points a game. It's only 2 games, but what they've done the last 2 weeks? Crushed the Saints, put up almost 50 points. Last week it was a shootout against the Vikings. They lost on the road. Fine. Now they head home to play a Seahawks team who they are definitely more talented than. Hopkins is back. I think they start to roll. With Hopkins in the lineup, they are different teams. He's a game changer. Seahawks -2, biggest bet of the season. I meant Cardinals -2, biggest bet of the season.
Yeah, sure. I like the Seahawks.
Okay.
In my square, this was the game that, Sunday night, I'm chilling. We're into fantasy. We're into betting. We're a degenerate gambler. And we go, okay, let's make the lines of these games. Let's go through and make the lines and don't look at any and see where the biggest misprice is. And the biggest misprice was on this game. So
what'd you make it?
I thought the Seahawks would be favored.
That's what your model said?
That was had a couple drinks, smoked some pot, that was the model, boom. Right, so then I was okay, Seahawks. But I totally understand how it is just go the opposite way. Public perception is that the Seahawks are way better than they are and the Cardinals are way worse than they actually are. The line doesn't make any sense. You bet the Cardinals. I understand that. That's fine. I don't really bet that way. I like the Seahawks. I got a +3 on it, one of the only bets I never bet the NFL early, but I was I'll just bet it. Nothing crazy or anything. But I think everyone's waiting for the Cardinals to turn around. I don't think they will. I think the Seahawks are sneaky. I'll take the points.
This is the same line we saw. This is the same line we saw in Seattle for this game 1. And this is the same line we saw as the Jaguars and Colts played when the Jaguars killed them week 1 and then the Colts rallied to win at home. So similar vibe there. I like the Cardinals. And with that being said, I like all the Cardinals. I like Kyler Murray, Hopkins, stack. Put Ertz in there too. I think Ertz is going to continue to do well. Anyone else you want to talk about in this game? Are you ready to move on?
No, I'm ready to move on.
All right. On paper, this was a great matchup preseason. Now it's kind of boring. Rams and Bucks, 42-point total. Bucks are 3-point favorites. I kind of expected it to be more towards 1 or 2, but that is what it is. What's your take here?
DFS, everyone, you got to pick a defense. You got to, have a defense, and it sucks to pick them because they usually don't score a lot of points, and it's just something you have to decide. I will have Bucks defense in 100% of my DFS lineups. I really like Bucks D in this game. They're cheap. They're $3,000. I'm not sure how the Rams are going to put up points if Kupp's out or limited. This team is not great. They don't have a great run game, and now they're taking away their best receiver and the only reason why they even have a pulse. So Bucks defense, 3K flat. I really like it. I probably lean under in this game. I mean, I would not like bet my own money on Bucks -3, but that would be the way I would think.
I agree. And if Kupp's out, I don't see how the Rams get it going. They have no pass protection. They have I'm a noted Darrell Henderson / Ram running backs hater. Matt Ryan still looks injured. I agree with you. Under and Bucks -3. Bucks defense, I think they're going to perform well, but I'm worried that like they're going to be the chalky defense only because it says just for like 30 seconds. So like everyone's gonna be like, okay, they're playing the worst one.
I mean, like if I picked it, it's probably the chalk D.
Right. All right. Yeah, that checks out. All right. Sunday Night Football, another big primetime spread. So I know you don't like these. I don't really like them either. But so what are we doing here, guys?
Like I guess I would. Like everyone knows how this is gonna go. Like we're gonna wager a bunch of money Sunday, and then it's either like we're betting this, or like we're like trying to win our money back, or like we're doubling down on this game. Chiefs home, 12.5. Like I'm taking a mental note of that. Like maybe we'll see some line movement. We'll see what the sharps are doing. Like all that stuff. But I do think that the Chiefs probably blow them out more so than I think that the Bills will like blow out the Jets or like the Eagles. Like I like of all the big primetime spreads that we are seeing this week, I like the Chiefs the most.
Yeah, and Chiefs first half -6.5. Like I feel like that's gonna be
Hammer vibes. Like
Hammer
literally,
vibes.
like I mean that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, so
like
I think
I'm down. Like I'm down.
So down. And then my same thing I say about the Chiefs every week, and it's kind of like becoming a true. Besides like Kelsey, play the cheapest one of the receivers, whether that's Hardman, Juju, MVS. Yeah. They swing, and there's no rhyme or reason as to which one of them pops. So I think always go with the cheapest or second cheapest. Don't pay that extra 1,800 for like the top one. Besides that, no real other thoughts. We'll move on to Monday Night Football. Ravens off of a little bit of a mini bye. They just played a road Thursday night game. Now they have a Monday night road game. Head to the Saints. The Saints rank about middle of the pack defensively against quarterbacks, but they haven't played a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar Jackson this week to have a big primetime showcase.
With you. I like the Ravens here. I'm betting the Ravens. I like the Ravens.
I hate road 2-point favorites, but I think I agree with you.
No, I think the Ravens are better than the record. I like the Ravens. I'll take the point. I'll lay them with them.
Yeah, they're a minute and 54 seconds away from having 3 less losses. So I agree with you that they're better than their record would say. I think Andrews might still be out. Let me look at what it says here. Isn't participating in Thursday's practice. Yeah, we want to go with. I mean, he was the nuts play. Isaiah Likely was the nuts play on Showdown last week, coming out of nowhere. Coastal Carolina boy. Is he going to do it again? Probably not, now that the Saints have seen that he's like a legit threat. So, yeah, I would just say go with – and Bateman's out now too. I don't know how much I like the Ravens. I think it's just Lamar Jackson that I like a lot.
I'm legitimately putting my life savings on the Ravens.
I might tell you then.
This is all like, I'm not I'm not a great, I'm not like betting every single spread. Like, I like to – have fun.
Pick and choose.
But totally. So can we talk like at PGA or like not?
Anytime? Well, you're close to winning that millie, I'm hearing.
Yeah, we're like we put a really good lineup together in position to win the millie, and hopefully we'll get there. But I was just like I thought like I was in like a safe space like with my friends. And I was just like upset in the moment, like because I had a good lineup, and then you guys just like yelled at me. And like I personally would never do that to anybody.
It's just not true.
She was just like kind of rude.
No, the banter goes back and forth. You give it to us, we give it to you. It's all love, and it will continue to be like that.
Totally. But like I'm upset because I don't know why. Like, it's just the degen in me, and I know you've kind of, like, grown from this, but, like, I love first-round leaders. Like, it's actually the best bet ever, and, like, it's just so stupid, but, like, I love it, And like, I'm upset that I didn't. And of course, to say you're upset you didn't bet something that was 100-1 is a stupid statement. But like,
I get it. It's he gets it up and down.
But like,
Everyone
Will
knows
G
it.
like will never be fucking first round leader again. He will, because now it's like a thing. Like, he's a fucking first round leader guy.
Like we saw Henley last year, and then once everyone got on it, never hit it.
And then Henley, like the one, like again, you would be upset, obviously, but Henley first round leader, like that would have been heartbreaking. But that was a play, and every single short positional course, I was like, "Yo, Henley first round leader."
Yeah.
And then I didn't this week. It would have broke my heart, so I'm glad I didn't bet it. But I'm going to devote more of my time to first round leader bets. Like, it's because like Wednesday night, I'm like doing whatever. Like, it's like a last minute thing, but I'm putting hours in the lab to get first round leader bets because they're the best bet.
Set it up like a card. Set it up like a card. Like I need to hit 6 first round leaders a year to be profitable. I think you should.
I will not. Like, there's literally a 0% chance I will hit 6 first round leaders.
Well, I mean, with all that being said, we see what we saw today. How many? What would you set the line? How many does Henley win at the Sony by?
Probably a touchdown.
So like we're gonna have to do like betting without Henley markets type deal.
Yeah, I mean Henley, Sony, Wyndham, Colonial, and
RSM's around the corner.
And RSM
all around the corner.
Like truly,
all Henley.
But yeah, I'm so like I'm happy. Like the swing season went quicker than I thought. Like I thought it was longer than it is. 2 events left. Like let's just
next week is good. Next week is good.
Next week will be a good field 100%. I'm hyped for the Houston Open. Like Sam Burns, Scotty, Finau, Decky. Like it will have a good field 100%.
Heartbroken you and I last year.
What?
Last year, Houston, you and I were heartbroken. I was sitting right in this chair.
That was like my first time I because I didn't really like bet that much back in a while. But like Scotty was the first, like Scotty Scheffler at the Houston Open last year was like my true like first like I actually bet like a decent amount of money on this like outright heartbreak like of my life because like so special place. But yeah, Scotty 12-1 last week, throwing a band on it. Like it's done. It's done.
Yeah. Well, after you hit the milli this week, you gotta have money to spend. So,
and then I'm throwing $1,000 on Scotty Scheffler at 12-1 to win the Houston Open because it's his to lose.
It is his to lose. He technically defending champion because Kokrak's just not there.
Yeah, Kokrak went to live. Therefore, Scotty is defending champion. But yeah, I fucking love. It's been a good swing season. Like, I'm happy with.
You hit a winner. You hit 2 winners, right?
Hit 2 winners. Like, we'll
what
take
else could you
it.
ask for?
Like, we have the bankroll. Like, let's just
all going on the Ravens.
Like, I already have the winner. Like, Sanjay and TOC winner. Like, book it. Like, it's over. Henley, Sony. Like, it's over. Lee Hodges, American Express. Like, done. Like, literally. Like, don't even play the tournament.
I'm clipping that.
Truly, like, first 3 winners of the year. Is American Express the 3rd event?
It might be, yeah. Well, now that you're this devoted first round leader tout, what are you gonna do with first round leader top 5s? Because I'm hearing there's a lot of buzz about them now.
Yeah, I picked, and then Farmers, we'll see. Look, it's tough out here. It's tough.
Zalatoris is winning Farmers if he comes back.
Yeah, no, like we literally have the first 4 winners of the PGA Tour season. Like it's not even. It's not even a joke. Like,
so if you're still watching this, like you have free money.
It's literally done. Like it's legitimately done. I don't know Pebble off the top of my head, but first 4 of the season, like literally done lockstep.
I think that's Seamus Power. That's what I'm hearing. But not if he plays Monterey. If he just can't play Monterey. And then
like literally, like our like Phoenix Open, Cantley, Genesis, Colin, Honda. Shane Lowry, API, Hovland, players, Audubon Lahiri. We're just picking like the guy who should have won the year prior at every tournament.
And will win next year.
And will win next year. So like if you're like just done, like that's pretty easy. Basically. But yeah, Lee Hodges at the American Express, I'm excited for.
Yeah, it's the POA bent blend. That's his thing. Everyone knows it. All right, well, that about wraps things up. Little PGA talk to end the night. Brian Kirschner, thank you for joining me. You guys know where to find us, and we will catch you next week. Peace out.